Knoxville 37923. And I'm speaking, Chapman Highway is a self-limiting traffic road because it is the most deadly highway in East Tennessee. The reason that it carries 30,000, 35,000 cars is because somebody dies on that road every 60 to 90 days. I'm asking for the commission to look at placing the James White Parkway back on the TPO agenda because it's the right thing to do to save lives, but more importantly, for the county, it is an economic miracle for South Knoxville and the city of Knoxville tax-wise. Part of the problem with the growth in South Knoxville is that because 1 out of every 3 accidents on Chapman Highway is a death, people don't drive on that road at night and when it's bad weather. Chapman Highway is the only arterial major highway in the Knox metro area that is not parallel to an interstate. Kingston Pike has I-40. Broadway and Clinton Highway have I-75. If you think in terms of the arguments for stopping the James White Parkway that the city of Knoxville has continued to put forward, they are identical, mirror image arguments to the same arguments that were put forward to try to stop the Pellissippi Parkway from being constructed. Can you imagine what kind of traffic would be on Alcoa Highway today if the Pellissippi Parkway had not been constructed? Can you look at the economic growth that has been created because of the Pellissippi Parkway being built? The problem that we run into is that people continue to look at numbers as if they're big numbers without looking at the relative value that's being created by the creation of a new road that moves more people faster and safer than Chapman Highway. You hear a number 105 million, 120 million, 130 million. So the project on the river, where the city subsidized $40 million of construction to build 330 luxury apartments, 450 beds for student housing, 2 motels and some restaurants. So let's put that into perspective. $160 million built on the river within 800 feet of the water, and nobody can figure out how to build a beautiful highway through to Jefferson County, to Sevier County. It is unimaginable the amount of land value that will be escalated by the creation of the original connection, which was proposed. So the original James White Parkway was going to come in where Steak and Ale is, Yield Steakhouse, I'm sorry, where Yield Steakhouse is, and then they revised it and they were going to take it all the way out to John Sevier Highway for an intersection on John Sevier, about 1,000 feet north of the intersection with Chapman Highway now. A wonderful design. The corridor had already been planned. And yet, for whatever reason, the city decided to stop it because it was going to damage or look to be damaging the hillsides of South Knoxville for what would be an urban wilderness plan. I propose that the urban wilderness is a beautiful project. It certainly brings people in from all over. But what has happened now is that the city has created a meritocracy of people who can afford to live in basically a park created by city taxpayers where you now have a dead-end interstate system and a $10 million park that's planned where the James White Parkway should be continuing. The county residents are paying for those parks as well as city residents. If the parkway were continued, TDOT is certainly capable of some of the most beautiful designs in the country. I don't think the TDOT designers are any less capable than the ones in North Carolina who designed Interstate 40 to go through the Biltmore Forest, one of the most visited landmarks in the United States. So it doesn't seem to impede the people going there. It doesn't seem to impede the ability of the people to use that land area. I am positive and confident TDOT can design something as equal or more attractive than I-40 going through Biltmore. I strongly ask the commission to please place this back on the TPO. It's for the good of Knoxville economically, and it is absolutely good for the safety of Knox County. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.